Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming for you a video sharing skincare products that I hated but now apparently I love. As you guys know, over the years our skin changes and what may have not worked for us in the past now suddenly works for us. And I have definitely experienced this with the products I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now, you may be familiar with some of the products that I am sharing because they have kind of snuck their way into some of my more recent skincare routine videos. But if you are a longtime viewer of mine, you may have noticed that I used to hate some of these ingredients, but suddenly I'm using them. Before we get started, I just want to do a little shout out that I am super active on my Instagram account. If you're not already following me there, make sure you head on over to my Instagram page and give it a follow. I post photos daily there. I also share stories of my day-to-day life and what I get up to when I'm not posting a beauty video. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the notification bell and select the all option, or else YouTube will be not so kind to share with you that I upload videos weekly. So if you want to stay tuned on all the skincare jazz that I get up to, then make sure you hit that subscribe button with the bell and the all notification setting selected. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop right into it. So my skin type, if you don't already know, is dry, dehydrated, sensitive, but combination. I used to also be acne prone, and if you can imagine with all those different conditions, it was a massive struggle for me to have good skin, especially 4+ years ago. It was really, really hard, and I was constantly experimenting to achieve good skin, but now I confidently can say I have pretty decent skin, I gotta say. So the first product that my skin used to hate, which always blew my mind because it was one of the most viral skincare ingredients, is Snail Mucin. I tried using this consistently 4+ years ago when it was super viral, super trendy, and specifically the Mise-en brand, and my skin hated it. My pores would get clogged, I would get hives all over my face, I would get super oily and just felt itchy everywhere. It was almost like an allergic reaction on my skin, and it did not matter what Snail Mucin product I used, what brands I used, my skin would have the same sort of reaction. I would get more breakouts if anything else, and it was just beyond frustrating because I would be on the Asian beauty Reddit forum, a community that I was super involved in back in the day, and I'd see all these people with similar skin types to me and acne having such amazing success with their skin and their skincare recovery system, but not experiencing the same results that I was. But I don't know what changed in my skin, but I started using Mise-en about a year ago. I was super cautious about trying it and super unsure, but a year ago my skin loved it, and now I've been using this every single night in my routine. Sometimes I swap it out for a different functional skin recovery product, but I am almost done this jar. I've been using it for a year. It's lasted me so long considering I used it almost every single night since I started using it, and I gotta say, Snail Mucin is one of my top skincare products and ingredients that I incorporate into my daily routine. If you're not familiar with Snail products, they are amazing at skin cell recovery, rejuvenating the skin, encouraging the skin to make new skin cells and restore and repair themselves, have elasticity come back to the skin, and much, much more, which is why it was great for people with acne because it helped those skin cells repair and recover after having such trauma and exposure to dryness, cracks, and all that kind of stuff. Now, this one is kind of a 50-50 for me. I don't necessarily love it for my face, but I love it for other reasons, and that is the Kopari Coconut Oil Coconut Face Cream. I hate coconut oil in skincare. I think it's useless. I don't believe in it. I think it's just a hoax. I think it's a marketing scheme to get people to pay expensive costs for a cheap form of oil. And why I say that is because coconut oil is so dense and heavy, it mostly sits on the skin, and instead of absorbing and actually benefiting your skin for rich moisture and nourishment, it mostly just creates a sort of moisture barrier over the skin, or like a layer that does protect your skin and lock in moisture, but it doesn't really do much else for the actual inner layers of your skin. It's more of like a topical product that's going to sit on top of the skin, which is why I don't really like it for skincare, because it's super prone to clogging the pores. And if you have struggled with acne in the past, or you struggle with blackheads easily, or just under the surface clogged pores in general, coconut oil is not something you're going to want to use on your skin. Yes, you might get that instant satisfaction of that rich, moisturizing and nourishing sensation, but it's not really going to be doing that on the deeper layers of the skin, and instead it's going to be clogging your pores and blocking oils from coming out. Now, even though I don't love using this on my face, I love using it on my hands. I have been using this as a hand cream whenever my hands are feeling super dry. I feel like it's just the right amount of surface moisture to help my hands stop cracking. And of course, I don't get acne on my hands, so there's no problem with pore clogging there. Now, this one is weird because the ingredient overall I love, but for some reason I didn't love this product in particular, and that is the Deceim The Ordinary Salicylic Acid 2% solution. Now, I can't remember if I actually ended up filming a review video on this at all. I feel like I probably did, considering I finished the entire bottle, even though I didn't really love this product. Reason being is because the formulation was very thick and almost like a foamy sort of layer over the skin that I found didn't feel good. I felt like it kind of sat on the skin and didn't ever really absorb, no matter how little product I used or how much product I used. Yet I used the whole bottle. That's because I do love the ingredient salicylic acid. It's been a staple in my routine for years, whether I use it occasionally or daily. It's a #1 product that I like to use as someone who suffers with clogged pores easily. I get a lot of blackheads and I can get under the skin clogged, closed comedones. Not so much active acne, but just those little bumps under the skin that look like raised texture, but it's not really on the surface. Salicylic acid is amazing for diving deep into the layers of the skin and pulling dirt, oil, and trapped debris out. Now, if you incorporate that with regular extractions, you can pretty much reduce the frequency of clogged pores on your skin. However, because the texture of this felt so heavy and foamy and just like a layer over the skin, I didn't really like using it, but because I love salicylic acid, it turns out I used the whole bottle. But I definitely will not be buying this product from Deceim again. It wasn't for me. The texture was gross, and the results were kind of meh compared to other salicylic acid brands that I've used in the past. One product you guys might feel like I lied about is the By Wish Trend Polyphenol in Propolis 15% Ample. When I first started using and testing out this product, it just would break me out, but I wasn't too sure if it was it breaking me out. And when I made my review video for this, my original one, I couldn't tell if it was this breaking me out or something else in my routine, because I was also going through a phase where I was getting a lot of these little tiny bump acnes all over my skin. And I'm still to this day not 100% sure if this was what was doing that, but at that time, I didn't love using it, and I didn't use much of it at all because I thought this was the culprit to my tiny breakouts and the feeling of just excess oil on my skin when I was using this. So I actually did not use the Polyphenol in Propolis Ample for almost a year until recently. I stocked up on this because something in my mind just made me feel like I needed this in my skincare routine. I actually don't know. I bought like 2 backup bottles of this randomly one time. And since then, I've been using it almost daily in my routine, and my skin has been looking really, really good. I'm no longer getting the breakouts that I thought this was the culprit for, and I'm not getting that excessive oil production I was also getting on my skin the last time I tested out this product. This is actually the second bottle I've gone through within the past 6 months. So maybe I lied about it, maybe I didn't, but either way, this is a product I hated and now I'm loving. The next product is a recent one into my skincare collection. This is the OG Liquid Gold Cleansing Oil. And if you know me, I love cleansing oils. I think your skincare routine is no good if you're not using a cleansing oil in the evening to remove your makeup, because you're not getting as much of a deep clean as an oil can give you, because oils work in a cleanser form to pull dirt, oil, SPF, makeup from out of the pores to the surface so you can easily wipe them away at the end of the day. Now, what I didn't like about this cleansing oil, although it has one of my all-time favorite skincare ingredients in there, jojoba oil, I hate the fragrance. I don't know why this brand uses so much fragrance in their skincare. I don't know if maybe I have like gone bad products, because the fragrance literally smells like expired essential oils, like floral essential oils. That's the only way I can explain it and what it reminds me of. I don't know what it is, but I hate it. And for me, when I smell a fragrance that's so potent, especially in skincare, it scares me, because I've had so many traumatizing experiences with skincare in the past when I was sensitive and acne prone, that anytime I used an ingredient or a skincare product that had such a strong floral fragrance, it usually resulted in me having a massive allergic reaction, acne breakout all over my cheeks that would in turn scar me for at least 4 months. So when I first used the product, it was such a turnoff, and not only that, I found it not that emulsifying. So when I would remove my makeup, I felt like I would really have to go in with my cleansing sponge after to make sure all that oil got off the surface layer of my skin. But for some reason, I'm almost halfway through this and liking it. Like, it doesn't leave my skin feeling super dry after, even though I'm not too sure if the oils actually remove completely off my skin after rinsing it off and wiping it off. It hasn't broken me out, and if anything, my skin has been feeling more full of moisture. So I guess the liquid gold aspect does come into play when it comes to this OG cleansing oil. That cleansing oil is also one that I recently recommended in my updated evening and morning skincare routine. And if you haven't already seen that video, it will be linked in the cards above so you can check it out and see what my current skincare routine is. Aside from that, one product that I've actually hated for many years, many years, basically every single year that I've been using skincare since I was 19, I have absolutely hated cleansing milks. Cleansing milks have done nothing good for my skin in the past. They have left my skin feeling clogged, feeling heavy, and in fact, I've even experienced more breakouts when trying to use cleansing milks in the past. But maybe now that I'm older, turning 28, my skin is more dry from within. Even though I still have combination skin and I still get oily in my T-zone, I think the majority of my skin condition is in a dry and dehydrated state. And recently, I have been combining the use of a cleansing oil to remove my makeup and following up with a cleansing milk to remove any excess makeup residue or dirt and oil residue from the cleansing oil to ensure that my skin is clean. And surprisingly, I'm not getting clogged pores. I thought I was going to do it, but I haven't. And I don't know why, because I don't know, it's summer season. I'm usually more oily this time of year, but for some reason, this cleansing milk by Ren Skincare, which I've had for a year and haven't used because I hate cleansing milks, I have been loving this lately, and it's a new addition in my skincare routine. And the final skincare product that I want to mention that I hated but now love is the Deceim The Ordinary 100% cold pressed virgin marula oil. This oil, when I first got it, was so heavy on my skin, I just didn't want to use it. It left me feeling very excessively oily. It left me feeling like I was going to have breakouts, and it just was overall giving me the impression it was too much. I actually started using it the most when I bleached my hair and over bleached it, and I was putting 6 drops in my hand after I showered and putting that all over my hair as a kind of restorative, renourishing routine, which actually helped save my hair significantly. I thought I was going to lose a ton of my hair, but I didn't. But recently, within the past 2 weeks, I started using this, just 3 drops morning and night in my skincare routine, and my skin has been looking amazing. I was having this issue where my pores were really stretched out, which I didn't really understand because I thought my skincare routine was already so catered towards dehydration and nourishment. I thought there's no way I could need any more, especially now that it's summer season. But since I started using this, my skin's actually been doing better, and I don't find I'm getting excessively oily either. It's the perfect amount of oil from my skin. So even though I was so against using facial oils for a while for myself, I feel like facial oils are kind of going to become a staple in my skincare routine. Now, with that being said, you guys might be thinking, one, facial oils are no good, they're going to break you out and give you acne, which is not true. Facial oils are often necessary for people with acne as they help repair your moisture barrier and actually protect your skin against acne-causing bacteria by repairing that skin layer. Also, you might be thinking that they might be too heavy for you, but I'm personally finding that they're not too heavy for me at all. But one other thing that I have to say is that if you are going to choose to start using facial oils in your skincare routine, please make sure you are using a skincare product over top of it that's going to help deliver the oil into the skin. If you're using a toner and then a facial oil and not topping it up with a nice hydrating cream with some sort of emollient in it, then your oil is not going to be properly delivered into the deeper layers of the skin, and it's just going to sit on top and you're not going to actually benefit from the facial oil. So do make sure you use a nice lotion or cream after to help make sure that that oil actually gets into your skin. Anyway, you guys, that is it. Those are the products / ingredients that I absolutely hated but now suddenly love. I hope this was helpful to any of you guys and also was interesting, and please tell me in the comment section down below what skincare products or ingredients did you hate in the past but now absolutely love. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and select all, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!